Good morning, everybody. So, sorry I look all sweaty and nasty because I've been working, but I decided that I was going to try to do a weekend vlog. I'm not very good at these. I don't ever do a whole lot of stuff except for like stay around the house and read. I work in my garden a little bit, but my garden's like total messy. The weeds got away from me, so it looks really bad. But yeah, so I thought, well, I'll give this a try. The reason why I look all hot and nasty is because you would have saw, because I put a clip or two at the beginning of my lane. I thought I would walk down my lane and show you a little bit of what it looks like. Yeah, just so Tiffany can get some more horror movie vibes. But yeah, it's pretty messy. And while I was doing that, I was trying to clip with our big clippers some branches and things like that that are hanging down and rubbing on our cars and stuff like that. I try to do that every now and then, especially after big storms, which we've had a couple and everything. It's brought some more limbs down, and so I was doing that. And it's pretty hot out. Today's gonna be like mid 90s, I think, and so even though it's like 10:30, it's pretty hot out there. So yeah, I got a little sweaty and nasty and gross. But anyway, so books that I'm going to try to accomplish this weekend is I would like to work on Lady Wicked by Scarlett Scott. I've been working on this for way too long, and I just need to finish it. But I'm only like 23% into it, I think. But it's not because I don't like the book, it's just because I haven't really gave it any attention. I've been listening to way more audiobooks than reading ebooks and stuff, and I need to concentrate on some of my ebooks. And I also have, let's see, I have an e-arc that I would like to get to, and it's only 208 pages, so I think it should read pretty fast, and it's a kid's book, so I'm hoping that maybe I can knock this one out this weekend. It just really depends on how much time I have for reading, but I do think, if anything, I want to concentrate on the e-arc, because I do like to try to get those done fairly on time, and this one comes out this month, but I'm not exactly sure when, so it could already be out. So I do need to get to it, and it sounds cute. It's about an alien living on Earth, and so let me get that. I also want to finish audiobook that I'm listening to that I'm about halfway through, and that's the Root of All Evil by Ellery Adams, and it's number 4, I believe, in the Hope Street Church Mysteries. And so I'd like to get that done, and maybe listen to a little bit of Oliver Twist, because I really need to get into this. I've only listened to one chapter, and I do want to get this finished before the month is over. So I would like to at least listen to a couple chapters into this. But yeah, so that's a lot of books to try to get through over like the weekend, and I'm already kind of behind. And I do have some things I need to do outside. I need to put some tick stuff down on the grounds because we've gotten some ticks, and I don't like the dogs going outside and getting all that nasty stuff, so I need to do that. And I need to plant some things, but I don't know. Depends on how the day goes and how hot it's going to be, because I don't want to be out there. I'm already all nasty anyway, so might as well, but we'll just see. And so, yeah, that's all I have for like the first update. Hello, everybody. So I thought I would kind of do a little bit of a check-in. It's almost 4 o'clock, and so I will have to go downstairs and get supper ready soon. And I just thought I would like check in. I have already finished the Hope Street Church Mystery number 4, which was the Root of All Evil, I believe. I really enjoyed it. I was a little unsure how I would feel about it, because it's been a while since I've actually read that series, but I didn't have any problems getting into it and liking the characters and stuff like I have some of the other books and stuff. So I don't know if it's just maybe the writing style that I'm like just really familiar with and I like more than some of the others or something. But yeah, I had fun with Cooper, and Nathan, and all the other ones in there. It had a feisty older woman and a grandmother, and they were kind of fun. There was this one moment when they had to kind of take care of themselves when somebody invaded their home, and so that was kind of fun. But yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't figure out, I don't think, who the killer was. Yeah, I didn't figure out who the killer was. I had suspicions on who I thought, or at least I thought maybe the person was involved, but I wasn't quite exactly sure, so that was done pretty good and everything. But overall, yeah, I really enjoyed it, and so I have put the last one in that series on my hoopla to get to hopefully soon. I have a lot in front of that on my hoopla that I need to get to. But whenever I finish that, then it will finish off a series off of my SAS list, so I'm excited about that. And you might have seen, if I did insert the photo or the video here of me trying to videotape me with my little seed spreader trying to spread around some of the flea and tick stuff on the ground. Oh, it got really hot though. We have a lot of ground to cover, and just walking that around a few times, it was kind of tiring, and it was getting hot. It's not as hot as like some places, but it's pretty hot for here. It was 84, but felt like 90, 91, and as of right now, it's 90 and feels like 97. So yeah, it's just a hot day today. So I didn't get any planning done, but I did get that stuff all spread, and just being out in the sun made me really tired. I feel like my eyes are really tired. I don't know. And my allergies, it gets my allergies going and everything. So I've just been kind of relaxing. And I started Weird Kid by Greg Van Ickhout. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his last name at all. But so far, it's just interesting. It's this kid, he's an alien, and he's living with human parents, and they know he's an alien, and they're worried. They want to homeschool him, but he wants to go and experience the world, and he wants to experience middle school, and so it's talking about his first day of school, and how he's, worried about sprouting, because he has a hard time. He's like a shifter, and he has a hard time sometimes controlling it, shifting, and he's shifted into all kinds of things. And there was this one part where his hand grew feathers or something, and he's trying to hide his hand, and one of his thumbs grew multiple thumbs, and so he's talking about how he like had a thumb tree. And so yeah, so he has a hard time with that, and but he still wants to experience regular middle school, which is fun. And while he was at school, he meets this girl, and I can't remember her name. Agnes, I believe it is. And she sits beside him and on lunchtime, and she said she knows his secret. Well, he was like, oh, but his secret was that he likes Night Kite, which is a comic book series, and because she likes that series. And so they talk about that and kind of, get friendly. And while they were sitting there was like a sinkhole happens, and they like all jump out, and they're like, what in the world? But there's like a sinkhole. Well, inside the sinkhole, Agnes sees that there's some kind of goo, and she gets a cup that had a lid and everything, and she scoops up some of the goo, and she puts tape on it and everything. So you can tell right away that Agnes is not an ordinary girl. She's a science kind of girl, because who else would carry specimen containers with the tape and all that stuff? And that kind of makes him think too. He's not really quite sure about Agnes, because who would carry that kind of stuff around? And he's also a little worried about her analyzing that, because he realizes that goo looks like him when he goes gooey. So and he said that it would look like Jake Batter, because his name is Jake, so it looked like Jake Batter. So that was kind of funny and everything. So yeah, it's kind of cute. It's a little strange, a little weird, but I'm liking it. I am about, let's see, I think 15% into it. Yeah, 15% into it, which is chapter 4. The chapters have these kind of pretty little, well, you can't really see it very well, but you can see like the space or whatever on the chapters and stuff for like the headers and everything. So yeah, I'm on chapter 4, and so yeah, I'll probably continue on with that a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to be heading downstairs to cook supper. I have some leftover hamburger meat, and I think I'm going to make meatballs and make spaghetti and zoodles instead of noodles, because we're going to be using zucchini noodles and stuff. Trying to be a little healthier. Weren't quite so healthy at the beginning of the day, so need to end the day on some healthy food. So this is my side yard. Yep. We live among the trees. There's my pitiful little garden that's dying on me. And then more trees. Look, we can walk among the trees. And there's my house, on the side of it. Evening, everybody. I just thought I would kind of get on here and let you know what I think I might be doing for the rest of the night. I didn't get very much farther into this one. I'm like 17% into it. But I may read a little bit more on it before I go to bed. But I think I'm going to switch to audiobook. And so I think I'm going to try a little bit of Oliver Twist. I want to get on my computer and kind of put together some of the clips from today and everything and edit them. And I don't want to get too behind, because then I'll have like a whole bunch of clips. It's just easier if I kind of do all of the clips from each day at the end of the day, so then I've got them all together. And so I thought it would be a good time to listen to Oliver Twist. And I think I'm going to also maybe mess around with my Goodreads. I know some of you know, if you're in the Killing Time with Cozies Discord group, that I've been trying to sort out my Goodreads. I'm trying to go through my want to read shelf and actually see if make sure the books are on there that I want to read. A lot of times I would just put anything on there, even if I don't have them, but I'm really kind of wanting to leave the want to read for actually books that I have, whether it's paperback or ebook or audiobook, as long as I actually have them. And then things that I think I might want to read, but I don't have, I'm putting on like a wish list and stuff like that, so that they're separated out. Because I think I might, try to get me like a TBR jar and like dip into it. And I thought I might put like some prompts and things in there. I've tried it once before, and I'm thinking about doing it again. But that way I can do like lowest rated, highest rated on my want to read or something like that. I always see those on other people's like TBR jars or games or TBR games. So I thought that would be kind of fun. But I can't really do that if I have like a ton of books on there that I don't actually have, or even may not even want to read. So it's a daunting task. I started out with 3,900 books on my want to read, and I'm down to 3,600 and something. So yeah, it's going to take me a while to actually get through all of the books, because I have to like check them out and see if it still sounds like something I might want to read. Do I actually own it? And then after I get that done, I'll actually have to go through all the books that I have on my shelves and put them into Goodreads, because I'm fairly certain that probably half the books that are on my actual bookshelves are not on my want to read list. and so I need to put them on there. And so yeah, it's gonna be an ongoing like thing, and it's not going to be something that's done in a couple of days. It's just kind of something I'm doing when I have some spare time, and I can do it while listening to an audiobook. So we're gonna give Oliver Twist a try and see how it goes. Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday, the 24th, I think, or something like that. And I just thought I would come in and say hi for the day and tell you how I did last night. I read a little bit more of The Weird Kid and got to 26%. It's still pretty fun and quirky. Some of the conversations that Jake and Agnes have are kind of funny, and I'm enjoying it a lot. And I read to page 45, I believe. Oh, no, 50. Got to page 50 in Oliver Twist last night, listening to it. And kind of every now and then I would like follow along in the book. I didn't realize it was so funny. I thought it was going to be like really, really sad. But I don't know if it's just Charles Dickens writing or something. But yeah, the characters are like really over the top, and I just thought they were funny. I'm sure maybe it'll get sadder later on, because somebody told me that Oliver Twist was a really sad book, and I was like, well, so far I've been chuckling more than I've felt bad. But Oliver Twist, so far, he was born in a workhouse, and he was there, and then somebody wanted to adopt him or to take him or whatever that, and he didn't want to. He didn't want to go, and then he does that whole. They talk him into doing the. Sir, can I have some more? And that made them really mad, and so then they wanted to get rid of him. So then they're going to pay somebody, like 5 shillings or something like that to take him off their hands. They didn't want him, and an undertaker had him for a while and stuff, and that was kind of interesting. And now I've gotten to the part where Oliver Twist is running away, and I'm guessing that maybe while he's running away is when he gets taken by a den of thieves, I think it is what it says. He gets captured and thrust into a thieves' den, so maybe that'll get, I don't know, sadder. I don't know. I don't want it to get sad, but I just heard that Oliver Twist was kind of sad. But anyway, so far I'm enjoying it, but like I said, I'm only like 50 pages in. It's a lady who does the narrator, and I can't think of what her name was, but she's pretty good. She does a lot of different voices and things like that. Some of them are a little strange, but for the most part, she does pretty good, especially since it's a female doing mostly men's voices and stuff, so she doesn't do too bad. But yeah, there's that. I don't really have any plans for today. We did go to Hardee's this morning, and I never think to videotape when I go out. I just don't. That's why I don't do vlogs much, because I just don't remember to record. And so yeah, we did that, and then come home, and it's already hot. It's 10:30, and it's already, the heat index is in the 90s, and so yeah, I don't think there's going to be much going outside doing any yard work, because it's just going to be too hot. So I'm just camped up here in my room, and that's probably what I'm going to be doing, is just reading or messing on the computer. So we'll get back to you later and check in so you can see how much farther I've gotten into any of the books that I'm listening to or reading. Hey everybody, it's almost 3 o'clock, and I thought I would kind of jump in and do a little bit of a check-in. Still working on Weird Kid, and it's getting even more strange. The two main characters, Jake and Agnes, they're getting kind of wrapped up in a little bit of a alien mystery, and it's fun. There's some fun dialogue. It makes me chuckle. But yeah, there was a weird thing that happened. I am about 43% in, and we had a little bit of a shape shifting problem, and that was kind of fun. And now Agnes kind of knows a little bit more about him and everything, and so it's just been a lot of fun. And they're just trying to figure out more about him and more about these sinkholes with the alien goo stuff in it, which could have some kind of connection to him. And yeah, it's just weird and fun. But that's pretty much all I've been doing. I've read that a little bit, had lunch, and it's nearing the time for the Killing Time with Cozy's book club discussion, so I thought I would just kind of pop on here real quick. Don't know how much reading I'll get done with that going on, but I will see what I can. I'm sure they'll have some sprints and I'll get a little bit of reading in, but that stuff's just a little fun part of my Saturday. I like the chats, the sprints, and stuff that they do. So I will check in later and see if we got any more reading done. Man, it is so hot outside. It is like 91 and feels like 100, but I need to come out and water my garden, so I thought I would come and show you a few things in my garden. It's quite a mess. The stuff I put down to keep weeds out did not really keep the weeds out, but yeah, it is what it is. And I haven't had a very good garden this year with all the rain, and then it gets really hot, and then it rains, and it gets really hot, but it is what it is. Anyway, I just thought I'd show you a little clip. Hey, so it's a little after 9 o'clock at night, and so I thought I would come in and check up because I finished Weird Kid by Greg Van Ickhout, and this was really cute. It was strange and funny and just, I don't know, it was just really weird, but it was cute. It's about this boy, Jake. He's an alien from space, and whenever he came down to Earth, he was like this little blob of something, like goo. And when his parents found him, whenever the father touched him, the goo, he turned into this little boy, this little baby. And so they took him home and they took care of him. So they've had him for 12 years. They know he's an alien, but nobody else knows he's an alien. And they've protected him all this time. But he's really wanting to be a normal kid, and he wants to go to middle school. And they're all worried because he shapeshifts and he changes, and sometimes he can't control his changing and everything. And he really wants to do this. It's something he wants to do. And then he meets this girl, Agnes. And Agnes is very scientifically minded. She wants to be like this figure that's in her favorite comic book called Night Kite. And she is a normal girl, but she uses her strengths of being strong and, having a strong mind and a strong body and everything to fight crime. And that's kind of what she kind of mimics herself as. And so she knows all kinds of things, and she's always figuring things out for them, and it's just cute. she does figure out like what he is, but she doesn't care. It doesn't bother her that he's like an alien and can turn into goo. He can shapeshift, and she thinks it's really cool and everything. So it's kind of like a story about acceptance, about accepting who you are, accepting the way things are, the way you are. Don't try to be somebody you aren't. Quit trying to hide. You know, your friends are gonna like you for who you are, and you shouldn't have to try to be somebody you're not. That's kind of what I got out of the story, and it was just really cute. And this is like gives you kind of an idea of how Agnes is. She's just really funny. But there's this part in here, I'm going to read it to you, and it says they're looking at this place. They know where, because it's kind of like a little bit of a mystery, but there's this goo popping up everywhere in these sinkholes, and there's like this lavatory and all these things. And she's like, there's only one thing to do, Jake. Don't say it. I'm gonna say it. We have to break into the collaboratory and spy on them and thwart their plans. You're just looking for an excuse to crawl through air shafts and play with smoke bombs. Jake, I'm going to share with you my philosophy in life, and the only one and only thing in the whole universe I know to be true. I think you're ready to hear this. And she says, if you're given a chance to climb through air shafts and toss smoke bombs, you absolutely must climb through air shafts and toss smoke bombs. That's her philosophy in life. So she's just a spunky kid, and she's just really funny, and I liked her. And so, yeah, I give this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I think it'll be fun for kids. I think they'll really enjoy it. And I'm just glad I was able to finish this over the weekend. Because that is one e-arc checked off my list of e-arcs that I have. And so now I have a little bit of time, I think, before I'm going to go to bed, so I'm going to listen to a little bit of Oliver Twist and see how far I get into it. And hopefully I will continue to enjoy it. But yeah, we're gonna give Oliver Twist a try some more. Another side yard. Yeah, we live out in the boonies, and it's hard to keep up the grass and stuff, and so a lot of it is overgrown. But there's our junky van that don't run, and there's a Scooby. Scooby! Back up, buddy. There's a Scooby. Scooby, look this way. There we go. That's old. Morning, everybody. It is the Sunday the 25th, and a little bit before 9. I'm getting ready to go to church, so I just thought I would pop in here real quick and let you know what I'm going to try to read on today. I am going to work on Lady Wicked by Scarlett Scott, since this was one of the books that I said I'd like to make some progress on this weekend, but I haven't actually read on it. So I do want to read a little bit on this today. And this morning while I was getting ready for church, I started a new audiobook. It's one for my SAS list. I'm working my way slowly through Oliver Twist, so I'm realizing it's one that I kind of got to concentrate more on. I can't really multitask too well with that one. So I started Ski Spy School by Stuart Gibbs. It's the 4th book in the Spy School series. It's like I said, one of them that's on my SAS list that I want to get through and everything. So I thought I'd start it, and I'm already an hour and 40 minutes into it. It's not too bad. It's this time Ben gets roped into, he gets activated by the CIA Academy to try to befriend this Chinese girl, because her father is some big Chinese person that they need to get information on. and they were coming to America to go skiing, and they have pretty much rented out this whole hotel, but there is ski school going on, and they think that the young girl, because she's wanting to, I think, meet other people. She's not liking being like alone, so she changed the ski school part to where it's like a group event. So that's why they've activated. That's why they've activated the younger people that's in the school to go to the ski school, so that they can befriend the young girl. And yeah, it's pretty good. It's kind of a goofy, quirky kind of spy novels for kids, and it always has this one adult agent guy who is Erica, who is one of the students' father, who is kind of like a get smart character. He's not a good spy at all, but he has everybody believing that he is good because he bumbles his way through things, or he just talks himself up really well. But her grandfather, on the other hand, is an excellent spy. So yeah, it's just kind of fun. And so yeah, that's pretty much all I have for now. I'm going to go to church and then come back, and I will update you if I have made any progress on anything. So it's a little after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just thought I would come in and update a little bit. I don't have a whole lot to say, really. I'm working on Lady Wicked by Scarlett Scott, and I read a little bit earlier today, and I think maybe about 6% or whatever. Let's see, where am I now? I'm 28% into it, and I think I was around 21% before, so yeah. And I'm enjoying it. I think I'm getting tired of the marriage of convenience story, because this whole series has been either forced marriage or marriage of convenience. I mean, I like that trope, don't get me wrong, but there's like 7 books in this series, and I'm on number 4, and they've all had some kind of either forced marriage or marriage of convenience type of trope in it, and so I think I'm getting tired of that. But I do like this one. Don't get me wrong, I am enjoying it. It's just, I wonder if this author knows any other trope, because that's all that seems to be going on. Anyway, this is a Kindle Unlimited book, and it's about Juliana and Shelbourne, Lord Shelbourne, and they knew each other previously. They actually are in love with each other, but something happened. He wanted to marry her 2 years ago, and she turned him down because she saw him with, I think, a prostitute of some sort, maybe, or his mistress or something. Anyway, she sees that, and then he asked her to marry, and she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. If you're going to be running around, I'm not going to. And so she runs off to America, and now she's back. It's 2 years later. The thing is, she has a 2-year-old with her. So something happened. Anyway, so yeah, so they've got to get married, and because that is his kid, so we have a secret baby thing going on. You learn about that like really early on, so it's not really a spoiler. And so yeah, so that's why they're getting married. So it's like a marriage of convenience. Even though they actually are still in love with each other, they are very stubborn people and will not admit that to each other. And neither one of them knows the reason behind what happened way back when. So hopefully we'll figure that out, and somebody will reveal something. But yeah, it's okay. I like it. It's pretty much the only thing I've had time to read. I came home from church and I filmed my weekly wrap up, and so now I need to edit my weekly wrap up, and so I probably won't get any reading or listening done for a while, but whenever I do, I will come back and update you. But for now, that's all I have. Good evening, everybody. I have come to wrap up this vlog. I didn't do much today. I didn't vlog much, but I almost forgot to wrap this up. Actually, I was getting ready for bed and I remembered it, and it's like 10:30 and I'm tired. I did read more on Lady Wicked, and I got to 45% in, so that's not too bad for not giving it a whole lot of time. I think today was pretty much the only time I read on it this weekend or whatever, so I didn't do too bad. And I didn't read too much of Oliver Twist, but I got a little bit. And I did finish Weird Kid, so at least I did accomplish something. I really thought this one was like super cute. There was one thing that I didn't mention before that was in this that I didn't really care for, and that was, it wasn't necessarily cussing, but it was kind of. And I don't think that should be in middle grade books, but the one, I think it was Agnes that got mad, and instead of, just saying that she said a curse word or something like that, they put the funny little symbols that are, that you're supposed to know that that's like cussing. And I just didn't think that belonged there, and I just thought it was kind of dumb. And I mean, middle grade books shouldn't have any kind of cussing, I don't think, in it. So that was the only bad thing that I seen out of this book. Other than that, I thought it was super cute. And then I did also finish the ebook, or not ebook. I did finish the audiobook, which was The Root of All Evil by Ellery Adams. And I did start another ebook. Why do I want to keep calling it ebook? I'm tired. Okay, I did start another audiobook, which was a Ski Spy School by Stuart Gibbs, which is number 4 in the Spy School series. And I didn't do any more of that one. I think I just did a little bit of that this morning while I was getting ready for church. But, I mean, I have gotten it started anyway. So I think I accomplished quite a bit for the weekend, and so I'm pretty happy with my reading this weekend. And so I hope you like this vlog. It's not something I've done very often, just because I feel like I'm a pretty boring person. But I tried to put some things in and have fun with it. But yeah, I'm kind of a homebody and I don't go to a lot of places, so it's just kind of like me reading, and I'm not really quite sure if that's all that interesting. But it was kind of fun and a little frustrating trying to put it together. And I realize that's probably one of the reasons why I don't like to do it either. But, yeah. So, anyway, I hope you liked this vlog. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.